I'm sitting in the railway station. I've got my ticket for my destination. That's right, it's about 9:30 a.m. on the 26th of February. I'm waiting here in the train station via rail in Rockville, and I'm just about to catch the train over to Ottawa this morning, where I'm going to go so I can skate on the Rideau Canal, the world's largest skating rink. I've never been there before, always wanted to go, and I finally got my chance just near the end of their season in February.
May I have your attention, please? Via train number 40 from Toronto, Guildford, Oshawa, Coburg, Belleville, and Kingston is now arriving en route.
Upright for the next like 8 months, or no, what am I saying, 4 months, whatever.
So I'm in Ottawa now. Train ride was just a little over an hour, and now I'm just gonna walk from the train station over to a part of the canal where I can put my skates on and start skating towards where my hotel is. It's just about 11:30 now. Check-in time isn't until 2 o'clock, so there's no hurry to get over to the hotel. So I'm just gonna go and skate with my stuff, and then around 2 o'clock I can drop some of this stuff off and skate with less stuff on me. Right now I've got my ukulele in my hand, one hand, and I've got my backpack on. And behind that I've got a second backpack, which just has my skates in it, so it's not very heavy, but a little bit annoying wearing 2 backpacks. So between the train station and where the canal is, there's another river that you have to go across, and just by looking on the maps, I've seen that there's this nice walking trail, which I'm walking on right now, which should take me from here across the river over to the main part of Ottawa where the canal is. Here's that river I was talking about. I look on the sign. It's called the Rideau River, and there's the highway that runs parallel to this little bridge I'm taking across the river. Used to be a railway bridge, obviously. The Rideau River runs pretty much parallel with the Rideau Canal, which is just over that way. So this, over where I'm pointing the camera right now, is where downtown Ottawa is, and right in the middle of the screen there's a point sticking up, and that's one of the Parliament buildings, I believe. So that's the very top of the canal is where the Parliament buildings are. So this right here is a bus terminal where you can get on and take the buses, and I didn't know this until I was looking at maps the last few days, but in Ottawa they have these roads like this that are dedicated just for buses. So the buses can go a lot faster than they can on a normal road. So it's sort of almost like a subway. Bus pulls in here, it picks up some people, just gets on the way, doesn't have to worry about traffic or anything. It looks like you can, looks like each one of these roads has places for people to walk or to bike, I think, but other than that, it's just for buses. Well, here I am, Rideau Canal. It's about halfway down from the top, and doesn't look too busy. Ice conditions look pretty good. The website said it was good, which means that it might be a little bit soft, as opposed to excellent or very good, or whatever scale they use. They rated this as good, so it's good enough for me. So I'm just gonna walk down those stairs and sit on one of those benches and put my skates on and go and enjoy the fun. Well, here I am on the Rideau Canal. Got all my stuff, ready to go skating. Hotel is that way. So from what I understand, the canal is 7.8 kilometers from end to end. And when I read that, I wasn't really sure, how long that takes to do, because I mean, this is a linear skating rink. Every time I've always skated, it's always been on, just an ice pad, usually in an arena. So I didn't really know how fast approximately you go on skates. So I wasn't really sure how much of the canal I'd be able to do. Would I be able to start at one end, go down to the other end, and then come back all in one shot? Was that too much for a day? Did that take like 10 hours? Really had no idea. So I brought my GPS along, so I'm just interested in how fast I'm going. I really don't know right now. If I have to guess, I'd say maybe 10 or 12 kilometers an hour right now. I'm really not sure. Anyways, I'm gonna keep skating and enjoying this, because this is great. So I skated from where I started on the canal there, all the way up to the Parliament buildings. It didn't take very long at all. It seemed like only 10 minutes. It might have been 15. But by the time I got there, I was really getting kind of tired of carrying all that stuff on my back. I had the 2 backpacks plus the ukulele, and you just could really feel the extra weight on my legs. So I decided I would get off near the top, near where the hotel was, and I went for lunch, and I just had lunch, and then I came to the hotel and asked to check in early. So it's just 1:20 right now, so I got in an extra 40 minutes early, which is pretty good. So now I'm here at the hotel. I'm going to change into some different clothes, and I'm going to leave most of my stuff here, and then I'm going to go back and skate on the canal, go all the way down to the bottom if I can, hopefully, and bring the GPS with me, of course. And I'm just interested in how fast I'm going and sort of distance that I'm actually doing. But while I'm here, I'll just give you a quick little tour of the place that I decided to stay in. The hotel is called the Business Inn. It was, believe it or not, one of the cheapest things I could find, and you really get a lot for your money. It's $108 a night, which for downtown Ottawa seemed pretty good. I haven't actually been in the bathroom yet, but just check. It's probably just a pretty typical bathroom with a bathtub and mirror and sink and whatnot. But it does have a little kitchen with it, fridge and stove and stuff. Probably won't really be using that in my one night stay here. So then you get into this part here, where there's a little table for eating, and there's the complimentary computer, which comes with the room, and computer chair, and then there's the couch where I throw all my stuff, and the large television, and of course the double bed. So I'm back on the Rideau Canal now, and I'm just skated a little bit up from where I get on from the hotel, and I'm at kilometer number 0, and there's the Parliament buildings in the background. So I just got my GPS turned on and picking up satellites now, so that I can start to see how fast I'm going. And I'm planning on, I'm going to start here. I'm going to see as far down to the bottom as I can go. If I make it to the other end, it'll be 7.8 kilometers, and then another basically 7.8 kilometers back. So I'm just going to grab the GPS and just interested to see how fast I'm going. So I'm here at kilometer marker 2.6 kilometers. My GPS, I don't know how good the light is here, but it says 2.45 kilometers, which is pretty close to what they say. And my moving average so far is 17.1, so that's quite a bit higher than I expected. I was expecting something around 10 or 11 kilometers an hour, or 12 maybe. But, well, maybe I'll get slower as I go on, but the moving time's only been just 8.5 minutes, so should be at the other end quite soon. So I'm right in the middle of Rideau Lake right now, and so near the bottom of the canal area there's a part of the skating track that goes through a lake, so you cross the lake and then you come back across it. So on my GPS here, our distance is now 6.4 kilometers and moving average is down to 16.2. I guess I've been getting a little bit more tired and slowing down a little bit, but 16 is still a lot higher than I expected for skating. It's almost as high as bicycling. So these little things look like igloos have been set up so that you can go in there and take a little break. So I'm going to do that and just sit down for a little bit, catch my breath, and then I'll keep going. Only a little over a kilometer left till the end of the track. So, as far as you can go, made it all the way to the end of the canal. My total distance on my GPS said 8.2 kilometers, and my average speed was 15.7, so I got slower since my last stop. So I guess I am getting tired, although I didn't feel like I was going any slower for that last section. It may have also been just affected from the motion of slowing down and starting up again. I'm just gonna do some stretching, stretch my legs out a little bit, and then I'm gonna skate right back up to the other end and maybe do another lap down here. I don't know, we'll see when I get there. Organized chaos. So I'm back at kilometer marker 0.0 and I made it back with quite a bit faster time. I did it an average speed of 7.3 kilometers an hour, so I guess making all those little stops really did make a difference in my speed. I'm getting some night skating in now. Been skating since about 9 o'clock. It's about 10:15 now. Haven't really been filming anything because most of the ice is very dark. There's usually lampposts on one side, sometimes two sides, but the light of that is not enough to see for the camera. But just as we went under that bridge, there was enough light to be able to see at least something. Definitely not as many people skating in the evening as there were during the day, which is kind of nice in a way. It makes things a little bit more clear when you're going through. So I just started up at the top again, and then I skated all the way down to the end, and now I'm just getting up back near the top where the apartment buildings are and where my hotel is.